trying to get in position there. Hello.
Where's the camera? All right, good morning, guys. Welcome back. We're going to work on some pancake straddle hip mobility today. We're going to start off with some leg swings. So you're going to need a wall or something to hold on to. We're going to do our active pancakes. So you can use a weight on your shoulders if you want to. And then we're going to pair that with some active pigeon. Finishing off with some adductor squeezes, so you're going to need a band and some side flexion to top that off, okay? We'll get into our leg swings. So grabbing hold of something that is relatively sturdy, making sure you're not going to kick anything. You're going to start with your kicking leg back. First two sets are going to be purely a warm-up. It is a leg swing. You can use momentum. Make sure your legs are straight though. Chest is up nice and tall. We're going to do 10 to the front and then 10 to the side. And we're going to get into some actual leg kicks, okay? So right leg is going to start back, other hand out to the side. And 1, 2, 3. Trying to get a little bit high each time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to go to the left leg. So left leg goes back, chest up nice and tall. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to kick to the side. So we're going to start with our kicking leg in front this time. Start with the leg straight. As it comes to the side, make sure you're externally rotating. So you need to turn that leg out from the hip so that your knee is going to face the ceiling when you kick up. The leg is not in front. You're trying to get it in line with your hip as best as you can, which means it'll go behind the arm rather than in front. So leg starts forward. Both knees are straight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go to the left side. So left foot forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go back to our front kicks. So turning around, right leg is going to go back, chest up nice and tall. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going to your left leg. Left leg back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going to the side. Right leg forward and out to the side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left leg. Last one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. We're going to go to the center of the room. Make sure you've got space around you. And we're going to get into our leg kicks. So these ones are going to be 4 repetitions. There's going to be no momentum, so the leg will start on the ground. It will finish on the ground. Chest is up nice and tall. You're going to kick as hard as you can and then place the foot back down. Okay? Both knees need to stay locked out for this one as well, and try to keep your chest up as best as you can. So right leg is going to go back. Hands go out to the side. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Same thing on the left, so left leg goes back, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good. Right leg comes forward, we're going to kick to the side. Just make sure you're using your abs for this one. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Left leg. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, give the arms a shake. We're going to do 3 more sets, of that. So starting with your front kick again. Right leg goes back, hands out to the side, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Right leg comes forward, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, resting. You're halfway. Right leg's going to go back again. Chest up nice and tall. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Left leg. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Right leg coming forward. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Left leg. Struggle town today. Okay. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Resting. Got 1 more. So you should be kicking at your max flexibility by this point. So as high as you can. So 1 more time. Right leg back, chest up, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Right leg goes forward, kicking to the side, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, grab a drink. We're going to move on to our pigeon and pancakes. So you're going to need a mat or a rug or something soft on the floor for your foot. And then with your pancake, you are either going on the ground. So we're going to be sitting like this. You cannot see like that. If you cannot sit like this, if you are struggling to keep your chest up, so if we're here, you can sit your bum on whatever you can find, rolled up mat, like that, helps a little bit. Obviously, the higher you go, the more it's going to help you. Just allows you to get right on top of your hips, allow you to stick your butt out and keep your chest up nice and tall, and that's what we want, because when you go down, we want to be nice and flat rather than rounded like that. So feel free, if you're kind of in the middle point, start with the first couple of rounds with your bum on top of something. Feel free to take it off for the last 2 sets as you get a little bit warmer. If you are flat with your pancake, you are wanting to work on over splits, so you can put your feet on top of objects that you can find. Make sure that they're preferably even in height. You can use yoga blocks, are probably the best option. You can use foam rollers as well if you have 2 handy. You can also use stools if you just put a mat on top of them to make them a bit more squishy. But comfort is priority. So if it's digging into your feet, you're not going to want to do it. So that is there. And then I can just pop my feet on top of it and then work on my over split straddle. Okay? Feel free to do 1 set on the floor before you go into that one. Also, you can have a weight on your shoulders, especially if you're quite tight. If you struggle to get down by yourself, the heavier the weight, so long as you can control it, helps you get a little bit lower. But you need to be able to go down and you need to be able to come back up, okay? You want to make sure it's not too heavy as well. If you are unable to get to your full range, if you're quite floppy, go a little bit lighter so you can get all the way down and all the way back up, and it's still a challenge, okay? We're going to start with our pigeon first though. So on your mat, you're going to come into a lunge position. So I'm going to have 1 foot forward. Back leg is going to be straight, like that. So straight knee. And I'm going to try to turn onto the side of my foot and try to sink that knee and my hip down to the floor. My front foot is in line with my knee, and I'm rolling my opposite hip. So I've got my left leg in front, I'm rolling my right hip to the ground. I'm going to hold it there. It's going to be a stretch through your glute and your hip through here, and then you're going to come back up to the starting position. Back leg stays nice and straight the whole time, and we're going to do 10 of them on both sides, and then we're going to go to our pancake, okay? So we're going to start with this one. I've got left foot forward, and I'm coming down. This is 1, and then coming back up. Trying to use as little of my hands as possible because it's a strength exercise. 2, and back up. 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more time, 10. Cool. Changing legs. So my right leg is forward, back knee is straight, and 1. Coming down. Gary's DJing. 2. You did a mixtape board thing. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and 10. Okay, going straight into our pancakes. So again, if you don't want to go straight into an oversplit, you can start on the ground just to warm it up first. Or if you have the luxury of having many yoga blocks, you can start with a single and then slowly stack them up from there. It's also an option. Otherwise, we're just working on getting to the ground. Okay. Make sure your knees are nice and straight when you're doing this. So we have active legs, flat back. So I'm thinking about sticking my bum out and reaching my rib cage, my belly button to the floor. So I'm trying to lengthen down rather than roll down. So we're going to do 1, holding at the bottom, and coming up. And 2. And up. 3. And up. 4. And up. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And one more time, 10. Okay. We're going to go back into your pigeon. We'll be folding this up though. It's always very distracting if you're in unnecessary pain, i.e. your ankles are hurting from digging into whatever your feet are on. Okay, back to your pigeon. So again, the back leg is nice and straight. You're going to sink your hips and then turn onto the side of your foot. Try and push the knee down and then come back up. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And one more time, 10. Changing sides. And 1. 2. Would I do pigeon with a broken toe? Actually, Christine, you can probably come, like this foot will probably be fine because it depends what toe you've broken. I'm predominantly on this side of my foot, so I'm not really putting any weight through my toes. That back leg though, I'd probably go on the knee. You can do the same thing essentially, and you don't have to put pressure through your feet. Yeah, just makes it a little bit easier, but that means you can use less weight through through your hands, okay? I've lost count. Let's say we've done, start again. Let's say this is 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Back to your pancake. So this time I've folded the mat up a little bit more. Try and keep toes pointed if you can as well. Legs are nice and straight. You're going as wide as you can go as well. Okay. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one, 10. Okay. You're halfway. So we're going to go back to our pigeon. We're going to do 2 more sets. So bring that foot in front again. Turning onto the side. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Changing legs. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one, 10. Okay. Pancake. Grabbing the weight. If you don't have access to weight, you don't have to use one. You can make it harder by where your hands are. So if you're up here, you're making yourself a little bit heavier. Try and think about keeping the hands over your head rather than closing the shoulders This is just another way you can do it. Otherwise, you can use any sort of weight. Plates can also work. All right, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more time, 10. All right, got one more set. So back to your pigeon. As you get warmer, you should be able to go a little bit deeper. All right, on the side of the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Changing legs. And 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, last set of pancakes. Give your legs a shake. All right. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more time. 10. Okay. We're going to get into our last little superset, which is going to be working on your straddle. So you're going to want to grab a band for this one if you have one. If you don't, if you also have leg weights or kettlebells around your feet will also work. But the band is the best. Just grab one. Okay. So with your band, this. You're going to want to have a mat or something comfy to sit on. If you are someone who struggles with your pancake, you'll also want to grab a couple of pillows or a foam roller is good if you have one of those. Just something to bolster your hips up. You can even roll up a mat and that'll do the trick as well. And I'll show you why you might need that in a second. So make sure your band is not tangled up. You want it nice and flat. We're going to sit in a cross-legged froggy position like that. And then with the band, you're going to take it around your hips like a belt, like that. Okay? Move that microphone. All right. So once you've done that, you're then going to take the band over your thighs or your adductors. You're going to sit one band on one foot, and again, make sure it doesn't start rolling up because it's going to dig into your foot after a while. You remember this one?
Yeah, I remember this one. Surprised you didn't bring socks or like...
Well, it doesn't bother me, to be honest. Do the same on the other one. So you should be about here. You've got the band wrapped around your waist. It's hooked over on each foot. Now it really depends on how thick or thin your band is. Obviously, you've got a thicker band, this is going to be a lot harder, which is good if you've got quite a good stride and you've got some strength behind it as well. You want to go quite thick with your band. Otherwise, you can go with the thinner ones, like this one is also good. If you are struggling to get your legs straight, because we want to go to here, you can grab hold of the band and help your legs like that. We are then going to lie back like that. Now, you want to have your feet in line with your hips as best as you can. So if I turn to the side, you want them about there. If you feel like your feet are coming back here, that's when you grab your pillows or your mat or whatever you have to stick under your bum, and that will help bring your feet forward. You can even use your hands if you don't have anything at hand. This will also help. So you want to be in more of a pancake than down there. At best, we're in a full straddle. The feet are in line with the hips. Okay? Now I'm externally rotated, which means I'm thinking about turning my knees to face the floor. So when I squeeze my feet together, which is what the exercise is going to be, you're going to have toes like that, as opposed to there. Okay? So we're turning out as much as possible and then coming down here. But make sure you are pulling your feet down to the floor when you're at the bottom, ready to squeeze back up again. Okay? We're going to do 20 of these, and then we're going to pair it with a side flexion exercise. So, ready? Straight knees, pointed toes, and then squeezing up. Just one, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep pulling the feet down to the floor. 8, 9, 10, Make sure the legs are turned out. This is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and the last one, 20. Bring it down, and we're going to come back up to sitting. You're going to stay in your straddle, and then we're going to work on some side flexions. So you can keep the band on. If it's really uncomfortable, you can take it off. It just means transitions between exercises take a little bit longer, which that is okay. All right, so sitting in your pancake, we're going to work on this side flexion there. Now you can either go hands behind your ears and you're trying to get your elbow in front of your knee and back up. Think about lengthening. So you're trying to lengthen your chest over rather than straight down to the side. You can see the difference between those two. And then if you want to make it harder, hands can go over the head. Again, we're lengthening as you come down and back up. If you need to make it even harder, you can hold a weight in your hand, okay? We're going to do 5 to each side. We're going to do one side first and then do the other side, so we're not going to alternate. We're going to start by going to our right, picking which variation you want your arms in, and we'll go. So 1. Keep reaching with the hands and back up. Try and keep this butt cheek on the floor as well as best you can. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Going to the other side. So I'm lifting up. 1. Oh, that's tighter. And 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, we're going to go back to that first exercise. So you're going to roll back again. Remember, the legs need to be in that straddle position, so heels not too far back. And if you're really struggling with where they should be, try and think about tucking your hips under. Is much better than letting them go. Okay, so we've got lower back glued to the floor the whole time. I'm going to do 20. This is 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Keep them turned out. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18, 19, and one more time, 20. All right, back up to sitting. Should have major adductor burn. And we're going to go back into that side flexion. So again, hands either behind the ears, above the head, or holding a weight. Going to the right side first, so flat back, reaching up, and 1. So you're trying to get your whole body to touch your leg as opposed to just one part. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Changing sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're going to do one more set, and then that is the end of the class. So again, lying down, and 1. Heels together, make sure they're turning out so your big toes shouldn't be touching. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and one more time, 20. Okay. Coming back up into our side flexion. Hands up and coming over. 2, 3, 4, 5. Changing sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more time, 5, and coming up. Good. All right, to get out of the bend, you just bend your knees. You can get up your butt, and then that's it. That is the end of the class. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's strength. Oh, tomorrow's our last live class.
Well,
For now.
Yep. So anyone that's watching, our last class will be tomorrow, temporarily, because now that the gyms are going to be, or at least R1 is going to be open, we just need a little bit of time to rebuild it, put things back where I messed things up and not messed things up, made it messy. Yeah, and then yeah, I guess it's still to be confirmed when we're actually coming back and times and stuff. But yeah,
Do support our Patreon as well.
of course, that's in the description. Perfect. All right.
Oh, thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.